bring us up to speed. What's been going on with Fundy since we had a chat?
Yeah. So I can't remember if we chatted when the the whole COVID lockdown thing happened or not. So we launched version 10 in 2020. People have been loving that. In 2021, we launched our brand new proofer, which is really cool because now you can proof albums, wall art, and slideshows and cards all in one view, which is really cool. So maybe we want to do another separate webinar on that.
Yeah, we should do that.
One of the things that we're just getting up and running right now, we are what I call the incubation stage of a social design app. So it's up and running. I've got a discount code for people to try it, free 04 to get your first month free. But basically, what we did is we took all of the automation in Fundy Designer, and we're like, there's a whole lot of people, probably including you and me, that hate creating content for social media.
Yeah.
Right. But it's something that we have to do. So my idea, especially for photographers, but anybody can use it, is how in under 60 seconds can we give people an Instagram carousel and a story set, and then we'll have slideshows with basically reels that are videos and slideshows will be coming in a couple months. But how can we help you create something in under 60 seconds that gives you multiple pieces of content, right? And they're from a basic functionality like being able to add text or a color block or images, other than our patented drop zones, none of the pieces are anything that really Canva or something else might have. But what we've done is we've taken the problem and turned it upside down, which is kind of like my modus operandi. Take a problem, turn it upside down. So every other piece of software out there, you choose the template that you want to design, and then you drag your images in, and then you click on the text boxes, and then you put in the text, right? The problem with that is that it's really slow. And if you want to do a carousel, you got to do that once, and then you want to do that a story, then you got to do it again. So I took the problem and turned it upside down. Upload your images, put in your auto text prompts, then choose a template for a carousel, template for a story, and then you're done. Right? So we basically just took the whole problem, turned it upside down. So let me kind of show you how that works, and then we can discuss, and then I can also show you the roadmap of what's coming up in the future.
Cool.
And then, also, I think you're sharing my screen. Let me go ahead and go in.
Yes.
And, also we're, it's $8 a month, so it's super cheap. So here's past projects you can see, but simply browse your photos. And we have a mobile app coming down. We're probably about a month out on a mobile app, so we'll see that. So I'm going to go pictures. Let's go wedding. So I'm going to choose a few images here. Upload. And then here's the project name. This can be anything, right? And here is your auto text, right? So first example, we just say, Johnson wedding. Beautiful bride. And
shame about the group.
Book me today.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Right, call to action or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to choose my logo, which I already uploaded. You can have multiple logos. Maybe you have multiple brands. Maybe you have a portrait brand and a wedding brand, etc. And then just kind of scroll through, choose your, I'm going to choose this template for that one. And then here's a carousel template. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's choose the same photo collage template.
So is this all cloud-based?
Yep.
So that's why the mobile app, when it's out, is going to make it nice and easy from the phone and things, really. Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, okay.
So here, right, we're done. Maybe I want to change the text color or hex color, and then so here is our carousel. So this is where it's going to be split up automatically.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I don't like this template. Maybe I like this template.
It's sweet, isn't it?
And then, so here's the, let's go to the story. Let's move this out of the way a little bit. Logo, move there. Right, so again, this is something that you could do in Canva or Photoshop or whatever, but it's going to take you 3 or 4 times as long. And then,
So are you
then I
seeing
just
this?
download.
Sorry, are you seeing this
Then I just
just as in the short term a social media content provider for the likes of wedding and portrait photographers, or do you think this has as something that we can be selling on to couples eventually? Is there something in the background that we might have a product that we can be selling to the couples themselves?
Well, I don't. I see this mostly as just a marketing play, right?
Okay.
Just helping you market your photographer. But I do see, you know, you could design stories and carousels for your clients
Yeah.
and just send them to them, and they're going to post them, right? So they're going to market for you, right? You stick your logo. So it's I think it's 2 things, right? You can post, but then it's also, hey, here's a bunch of stuff I designed for you to post to social media about your wedding. And what bride is not going to do that for you?
Brand marketing. It's just
You know,
you just nailed it there, bud.
right?
Yeah.
So, and then just let me drop this in here, and then you know it's the same pieces that people are used to with Fundy Designer, right?
Sure.
Right. So you can, you know, do the same type of things with the drop zones that you're used to with Fundy Designer, you know, and do all that. So you can go in and muck around with stuff, but
Yeah.
the real power is just, I mean, you saw 60 seconds, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so currently, with, you know, currently you have a carousel and stories, and then we'll be adding slideshow reels, you know, which I think will be very powerful for behind the scenes, right? You take a little mini, you know, 5-second video behind the scenes of the bride getting ready, then you combine it with the bride photos of getting ready, and then do a quick little slideshow, a
This
quick
is
little reel
content
that you
creation
can
on the day
post.
as well, though, isn't it? I think
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
not,
exactly.
there's
So
sneaky
it's
peeks and everything. Brand is really
yeah.
cracking idea here.
So it's both content on the day once the mobile app is out. We're targeting end of May, middle end of May for the mobile app coming out. So it's on the day using the mobile app, and then it's after the fact. You know, especially you know, you guys are in the same position we're at. Like it's just raining and torturous here in the Northwest, right?
Yeah.
Just go back to, you know, all your past weddings and just bang out some content real quick to be posting.
So how many looks and feels do we have in total now as we stand? So I can see all the
So
different
we
kind of
have
styles.
that's a good question. So we have let me get in here. See the templates. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah,
11,
stop.
12,
They'll just,
13,
yeah, stop.
14,
It's
15,
enough.
16, 17, 18. Yeah. So, and we're adding we're adding 2 template sets every month.
Wow. Okay.
2 every month. So you're gonna have something new every month. Yeah. And it's, I mean, just super pretty, right?
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
bunch of font choices. You know, maybe you want to make it more like this.
And I'm not sure if it's available now or in the future. Can we kind of choose one set design and kind of call it, the Cleghorn design, as it were, and then basically I'm using that the whole time? Or are you actively trying to encourage me to go and look at different things, or are you looking at me initially
So
to kind of use a brand look, you think?
so it's up, it's really up to you. You could choose the same template every time. In the future, probably over the summer, we will be adding the ability to save out your own templates if you want to use those over and over again.
Yeah.
But with with social media, it's you want the consistency with your photography, but also you need variety, or you lose eyeballs, right? So we're trying to straddle that. It's a difficult problem to solve, for everybody, whether you're a photographer or you're a multinational brand, right? So we're just trying to give as many options as possible for people. But we are trying to stay, if you look, for the most part, there's a couple little, like, this is made for, like, babies or something like that. But other than a few, you'll notice that many of the templates are kind of in that same, trying to hit that higher end yet fun look and feel.
It's very fresh, isn't it? And I suppose because you're bringing the Fundy designer technology into this, it basically, we're
Yeah.
used to dragging and dropping, create an album within seconds, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's really what we've
And
got
if
in
you want
social as well,
to,
isn't it?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to, you could build your own too, right?
Yep.
You've got all the elements here. Um, here's all these, you can drop and build your own if you want to, right? And it's basically Photoshop. It's fully layered. Right? You can drag text in there, right? So it's a fully layered piece of software. So you can do whatever you want in there. You got all your logos in there, etc. So you can build out what you want. We will be having the ability to save templates, but ultimately it's just really easy.
Excellent. You must be chuffed. Really proud.
Yeah. It's amazing how long it takes to build stuff. It's taken a year to get this far, and we'll be pushing the mobile app out. And then I'm really excited to get. So here's one thing. Let me show you the roadmap. Right. So, So today you can build, stories, carousels. Even the fact that you can build out a carousel so quick, and then when you export it, it automatically cuts those slices up, right? So when you post to Instagram, and you get that carousel, everything's all done for you, which is really nice. But this is going to be really cool. We're going to be the first company that can do that, where we have videos within a drop zone. And this is a little different, but for example, imagine, let me bring some photos in here. Just let me bring an example here. So imagine you had this drop zone here, and only this small one right here was a video. So mixing photos and video. So you had a little bit of motion there. So imagine in social media, you come across that where there's like photos, but then there's a video within there. There's nobody else in the world doing that right now.
Wow.
So that's going to be really cool. And then we'll have reels where you'll be mixing photos and videos and everything. So that's the roadmap that we'll be building out.
Brilliant. But it's live now, yeah? Or
It
it's
is
not in the
live now. Just
sandbox?
go to
Yeah.
nope, socialdesignapp.com. Use free04 for your first month free in April. If your users need another code in May, just let us know. We can push that out. But yeah, it's really cool. Really
Brilliant.
excited. You know, that
Any
saves all your
bonuses for
projects.
Fundy customers already? Is there an attachment to it or anything, or is it a standalone? What are you doing?
No, it's completely standalone. And then that's what we've been pushing all of these discount codes just out to Fundy users and friendly people to get in there, because it's going to be its own kind of standalone product and its own roadmap and its own dev team, right? So we're really pushing that out to its own thing, because I think, you know, this will be really useful to florists and venues and restaurants and coffee shop owners, etc.
Yeah. Well done. So seriously, you don't often. I don't give lip service to anybody. I really don't. You know, I'll just say, "Oh, that looks okay. That looks good." You know, but well done. Seriously, it's good. You know, the photo industry for so long, we always feel like we're dragging our heels. You know, this world of digital is an explosion, and basically, you know, I personally don't think photographers are even scratching the world of digital. But when you see a company like you and yours and a company that comes from a photographer, I think people who don't know you perhaps don't realize, you know, the background, and that's essential. And when, as you said already, when you're turning things upside down, you're trying to solve problems, because you hit it nail on the head at the beginning. Was like, we're all using, you know, Adobe Express, Spark is the old one, or Canva or whatever it is, and it's got to be done, you know. So if we can use that drag and drop like you just showed us, then sweet.
Yeah, you know, and that's the key, is those tools do work, but you know, time is money. And if, you know, in Canva or Spark, if you're spending 10 minutes to do one piece of content versus 1 minute to get 2 pieces of content, you know, or when we get reels out, 3 pieces of content from the same. So the goal is that the inputs are the same, right? Same photo, same text. You get 3 outputs. So you get to input once and get 3 outputs, versus 1 input, 1 output, 1 input, 1 output.
Yeah, very good. Look, I'll put the login information and the code up on the screen anyway, kind of thing with it. I'm excited to have a little play. I did just before we went live. For once upon a time, I was actually here before you. I can't believe it. I'm not usually like that. But I was having a little play, and then you went, "Hey, Mark, are you there?" So in case you thought I was being a bit dull, I wasn't. Honestly, I was having a play. But what are you seeing? So as far as the roadmap, when we talked about the mobile upload, is it going to be hungry as far as file size and everything else? Have you got a recommended file size for us to upload from the desktop now?
No, so no, it will accept anything that is a 35 millimeter or smaller, like a full size or smaller. If you got a medium format, you might have to size down a little bit. You know, you're doing the Fuji. What's the Fuji medium format? I forget what the name of that one is, but yeah, but anything like that. So when, I don't know if you noticed, when I was designing, it said, you know, upload in progress. So it's uploading the full resolution image. So immediately you can start designing, but it's using smaller previews. To get ready to download, if you're on a slow internet connection, it might take 5 minutes for those images to upload before you can download. You can continue to do anything. You don't have to sit there and watch it, or you can design other stuff, but it won't let you download until those full images are uploaded. And then obviously the smaller those photos are, the faster that process will happen. Doesn't require any work on you. But then once we're in the mobile app, if it's loading directly from your phone, I believe, I might be wrong, but how we're going to proceed is that it will just use the images off your phone. It won't have to upload to the cloud, so it'll be just instantaneous.
Terrific. Look, Andrew, I think that's great for now. It's a really great first preview of it. We'll definitely catch up soon, shall we? Because I've already got 101 questions.
Yeah.
and we'll see what kind of results that everybody around the world is using it for and things. And I think we should catch up on
Yeah.
Fundy as well. It'd be really good to actually do that.
Totally. Yeah. Let's catch up anytime next couple weeks on all the cool new Fundy stuff.
Thanks. See you all soon. Take
Yep.
care now.
Talk to you later.